What would you do if you had the chance to finally get even with that kid who bullied you way back in high school?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to think about, but then again, what are the odds you'd even have the chance to do it? Especially when it's been years since you both graduated.
Oh,
Okay,
that's true,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that opportunity presented itself the other day to one of our listeners when his old high school nemesis unknowingly strolled right into his place of work.
Oh my God.
goodness.
And that set the stage for a plan of revenge that wasn't just a one-time retaliation. This lasted weeks and weeks.
Oh.
And he loved every single minute of it. You're going to hear what happened in a brand new Mass Speaker coming up at 7:10.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am.
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, my girlfriend sleeps with her mouth open.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll carefully place a half slice of bread in there. And when she wakes up, she's so confused. And I tell her she eats in her sleep.
No! Poor girl.
Are you sure?
Oh, no.
Brooke, you would love that. If your husband would do that to you, put a little
feed
bagel
me.
bite in your mouth and you woke up to like a meal,
No, I want to be awake to enjoy it, Jeff.
you will be awake
I
when you
would
wake up
believe
in the
it.
morning.
Yeah.
Maybe like a snail salad.
Yeah,
out
that's
of
what
your
it would
mouth.
be.
Sad.
But some people are sleep eaters. Other people are sleep confessors.
Ooh.
And if that's you, you should call into our show while you're sleeping one night and share your secrets right here on the Mass Speaker. We have a listener who wants to come clean today about something and go by the name Nick.
Okay.
Nick, you asleep or you awake right now, buddy?
I believe I'm awake.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
buy it.
You sound a
I
little
don't
tired
buy
to
it.
me, but voice changer is on. You are the Mass Speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
Okay, so it was basically freshman year of high school. I
Okay.
had this huge assignment and this huge essay done. I was sitting in the library, kind of just going over it.
Okay. Oh, so you had actually finished it.
Yeah, I finished it. I was just kind of nervous because it was the majority of my grade for the
Yeah.
semester relied on it. So I
Right.
was kind of just sitting in the library, going over it, just making sure it was all good.
What a student.
And yeah, I mean, I used to be.
Well,
So I had to go to the bathroom, so I just ran across the hall real quick, left my backpack and everything right there on the table.
Right.
And when I get back, my essay's gone.
No. What?
Yeah, exactly. I started freaking out, you know, like
no.
I can't find it. Half my stuff from my backpack's missing as well.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have any time because the bell's ringing. So I shoot over to the class and show my teacher. I'm like, look, somebody went through my bag
Oh,
while I
yeah.
was in the restroom.
She's going to believe that.
Yeah.
Like any teacher's going to believe that.
Not at all. Exactly. So she thought I blew off the assignment,
Of course.
obviously. And
Oh.
as I walk away from her desk, I noticed there's a pile of essays that everybody had already turned in.
Right.
And I noticed at the top of the stack, it's my essay with my name
No.
erased and another dude's name on it.
oh
Finally.
my God.
No way.
I mean, at least you can prove it, right? It's your handwriting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my pride kind of jumped in a little bit there because I'm not a snitch.
Oh,
Not even on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you're not a snitch. Take the paper.
Yeah, I decided to see if the guy at the end of the period, I walked up to him, I confronted him, I said, look, man, I know you took it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
that's
You're-
even
Source,
better.
Yeah.
you're a freshman. You want to fight.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily fight. It's just kind of like an honor thing.
Okay, I see. So instead of just going to the teacher and tattling directly, you're giving him the chance to do the right thing and admit it himself.
Yeah, you know, I called him out, and he basically said that he didn't know what I was talking about.
Ooh,
Oh.
liar.
We did kind of start pushing each other a little bit here and there.
Oh, you were starting to fight it.
Yikes.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. The teacher jumped in and separated us, and
Ooh, heated.
It's so funny. Like, as a freshman boy, you felt so big and manly. And looking
Yeah.
back, you were so skinny, probably.
Yeah.
Pimply.
well, I mean, I did play football and stuff, but you know, it's whatever. But like,
Oh, okay.
So buff and pimply.
yeah.
I ended up getting a 0 on the assignment. I never
Oh.
told anybody because
Oh.
You never?
Why not?
That's just the way I was raised. My dad always told me, look, man, you just let it go because karma comes back around.
And your dad's been locked up in prison for 20 years for something his friend did, but he didn't want to tell anybody.
Honor.
Well, I mean, I never forgot. So years later, I'm an auto mechanic, so I'm working in a shop. And
Okay.
I noticed a work order come in.
No.
And the same name that was on my essay was on the work order.
My
Shut
gosh.
up.
The kid from back in the day.
Here's your chance. Please tell me you didn't cut the brake lines.
No. I did peek into the waiting room to see, and it definitely was him.
Oh,
okay.
my gosh.
What could you do, though?
I just tiny little things. We fixed the issues that were going on with his car, but in the process, I created new issues with his car. Nothing that was dangerous or anything like that.
My God.
Like the first one, I disconnected the entire right side of his car, all the speakers. We did like his oil change and all that, and then he brings it in like a couple of days later. And obviously he's talking to the guy up front because he never saw me. I stayed in the shop.
Uh-huh.
And he's complaining about it. Y'all need to fix it.
Yeah.
I fix his speakers, and then when he leaves, only one windshield wiper's working.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he comes back in a third time, and I turned his seat warmers on permanently. So he came back in again.
His butt's just sweating.
I know. I
just-
hate having like a sweaty back
Yeah,
while I'm
yeah.
driving.
These are all things that are just annoying enough where he has to
Enough,
come
yeah.
back every day.
Where you have to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel like it's not enough.
When he came in the fourth time, the final thing was, I was like, okay, I know he's probably not ever going to come back. My boss was getting irritated, so I basically just took and loosened his bolts on his rear bumper to where the slightest little speed bump he hits, his bumper is going to fall off.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah.
So if you see a car driving around without a bumper, give him the one finger salute.
Or
Definitely.
if you see a
definitely.
bumper in the middle of the road, you know who it was from.
Right. You feel like now it's even?
I feel like I can let it go now. I mean, I kind of wish I would have had a little more fun, but the last time he was in, I could tell by the way, just his posture and his body language, I was like, yeah, he's probably not going to come back in. So this needs to be it.
Man, nobody better mess with Nick.
He's the nicest guy.
I know,
Like,
the
too
nicest guy
nice.
with an evil mind.
Yeah.
The text in 78592. If you have a confession you've been holding on to, we'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you the next mass speaker. Your phone tap's coming up next.